It's day 9 and today we are having a good old stretch. So you don't need anything special on, you could do this one in your pajamas. I've just got some comfies on today. So most of it is kind of low to the ground, actually all of it's low to the ground. We're going to hit the neck, the shoulders, a bit of back, legs, and we're finishing off with hamstrings. Bailey will probably be in and out. Hopefully he's better behaved than yesterday. Okay, so come to a seat of your choice, so you can come cross-legged. If you're finding that you are finding it really difficult to sit up straight, you could put a cushion underneath your bum. You could sit in a chair, I really don't mind. We're going to start off with the neck. So I want you to draw really small, tiny circles, getting larger and larger with your nose. So start really small, slowly getting bigger and bigger. They're slow and controlled, so don't think about like 80s neck circles. Slow and controlled circles until you're going all the way around. I really struggle with neck tightness. So it's like noises going off in my neck right now. If you find any place that's particularly tight, you can roll back and forward. Close your eyes. Okay, when you've had enough of going one way, we're just going to go back big to small this time. So try and keep your shoulders pulled back. And then slowly get smaller and smaller. I like to imagine like I'm drawing lines with my nose, as a bit of charcoal or something on my nose, and I'm spiraling in. And when you come back to centre, think again about a nice long line from the crown of your head, like you're being pulled up to your tailbone. You're going to bring your left hand down to the floor. So if you're sat in a chair, come down to the floor. And you're going to bring your left ear over your left shoulder. You should feel a stretch down the side of your neck. I also feel the stretch down my arm. And then if you need a little bit more, you'll extend the other arm out. So for me, that's not a big move. You might be all the way up here, but for me to feel it through this side of the neck, it's not very high at all. And breathe. So I really suggest taking long, deep breaths here. On the breath out, you should feel like the muscle relaxing a little bit. You might find that you can get deeper into the stretch. I have a real habit of closing my eyes. I'm like trying to remember that I'm on camera, but you can close your eyes. Come to centre. So we're going to go the other way. So first pop your hand down. So baby's having a sleep. Ear over the shoulder. Again, I feel it all the way down this arm. And then if you need to, just extend this arm out a little bit so it intensifies the stretch. Good. So we're going to make our way to all fours nice and slowly. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hip points. We've done cat-cow a few times together, so go off in your own time. So thinking about arching the back. You can rock a little side to side. Do anything that feels good. So nice deep breaths. Just going to keep reminding you of that. You can add in the neck if that feels good. So come back to all fours position. We're going to go bring big toes together, widen the knees. thumb towards the heels. You're going to reach your arms forward as far as you can reach. Breathe in, look forward, breathe out. Bring the forehead down to the mat. If your forehead doesn't come down, you've probably just got really tight shoulders. So wherever your head is, that's good. And breathe here. My mat really smells of baby. I'm convinced that he thinks that it's his mat. One more breath. Good. Come back to all fours. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees under the hip points. You're going to extend the right leg. You can seesaw a bit back and forth. Then step that leg up, low lunge. So frame the foot with your fingertips. You should be feeling a stretch down the hip flexor of the back knee. Sorry, the back hip. So this is where the knee comes. If that's too much, bring the knee in. If you need more, bring it out. We're not here for very long today. Toes can be curled under or down, hands on or up. We're going to bring it to gate, so I'm just going to move the other way. Oh, sorry, baby. Just going to move the other way so you can see. So when you're ready, you're going to bring your toes up, then turn them 45 degrees. So turn them 45 degrees towards the front leg. You're going to come up by bringing your right arm, so your right forearm to your right quad. Now I'm feeling now the stretch through my inner thigh. So I'm just going to sit up into this, just for a little bit. Then when you're ready, pop your fingertips down to the mat and reach the left arm over. So keep space between your shoulders and your neck, but really reach over. Should be feeling a stretch down the back. Bring the left hand down. You're going to walk the back toes back to where we were in that low lunge position. I'm going to take a quad stretch here. So you might want to bring the back knee in a little bit. I'm going to put my forearm back on the front leg, bend the back knee, bring the toes up, and you're just going to reach around to grab your foot. If you can, come to bring your hand into the arch of your foot. So I'm sitting up nice and tall, and the more you squeeze your leg in here, the more you're going to feel it. If this is not compatible with you, you can do your quad stretch standing, laying down on your side. This is the place where I feel it the most. And the more you push through with your left hip, so square off and push forward, the more you're going to feel it. So I'm trying not to talk as much today because I do want you to relax a bit. Deep breaths. Good. Let go of that back foot, but resist the slingshot, so control the foot going down. You're going to come back to that child's pose, so toes together, knees nice and wide. Come back, reach the hands forward. Breathe in, look forward, breathe out, forehead down. And if you like a little bit more stretch in the shoulders, take a look at me. You're going to bring your forearms, no, you're going to bring your palms together, bring them up and over and behind the back of the neck. Walk the elbows forward and then sit back. So the further your elbows are forward, the more you're going to feel that through your shoulders, down your triceps. Having one of those days when my words are just getting all jumbled up. When you breathe in here, you should feel the belly rise and expand. As you breathe out, try and relax and bring your glutes closer to your heels. Okay, release that. We're now going to do the other side, so I'm just going to spin myself again. We're doing the left leg, so all fours first. I'll rock forward and back, and step it up to low lunge. So come straight up. Now you know if you need less, remember bring the knee in. Hands could be down, whatever feels good for you today. Okay, come down, fingertips to the ground. You're going to turn your back foot and then come 90 degrees, walking your hands around a little bit, and then left forearm to left knee. So again, I'm feeling that opening. Just going to stay here a little bit before I add in the arm. I'm trying to keep my chest nice and open. Going to come down, you're going to take that stretch up and over, keeping your chest nice and broad. This is much tighter on this side. One more deep breath. Good, come down, we're going to take that quad stretch. So bring everything back to center, left hand again, left arm, to the thigh. Then you're going to bring your foot up, take that quad stretch. So the more you pull your foot in, the more you're going to feel it, and the more you square off your hips, the more you're going to feel it. Remember to take the other variations if this is not suitable for you. Going. Going to finish today on our backs, glutes and hamstrings. Okay, release the back foot, control the foot down. You're going to come back. Now we're going to make our way onto our back in any way that feels good for you. A little spin. Scooching the bum up towards the heels, coming back. You're going to cross one leg, so one leg over, doesn't matter which. Hands are going to go through the gap. Leg comes up off the mat. Interlace the hands behind the leg. Then you're going to use your elbow to push away. So most of you know I love this one. But it's all about the resistance here. So using your elbow to push the leg away, your hands to squeeze the leg up. So head, neck and shoulders can be down, or you can peel your nose up towards the ankle. The more you squeeze in and the more you push away, the more you're going to feel it. A little sigh from Bailey. You can gently rock side to side. Okay, bring the head down, uncross the top leg, keep the hands where they are. You're going to bring the sole of that foot up towards the ceiling. Keep your hands behind the back of the leg. Really flex your toes towards your nose. Here we're working your hamstrings, so lengthening through the hamstring. This could be like a nothingy stretch, but to make it harder, kick your leg into your hands. Use your hand to squeeze your leg into you. So for me, that is making my leg shake. If you want more, just straighten through the other leg. So that is not for me. We all know I have very tight hamstrings. So the more you flex your toes, hands pushing into the leg pushing into the hands. A little bit longer here. Okay, release. So we're going to do the other side. So the leg that you've just got hold of is the one that crosses over the top. Thread the needle, interlace the fingers behind the back of the quad, and then use your elbow to push away, squeeze your legs in. So you should feel this through the glutes, through the outside of the hip, nose to ankle if you want that little bit more. I always like to rock gently side to side here. This brings it a little bit into different places. Okay, uncross the top leg, and do the hamstring, so that toes point up towards your nose, sole of the foot to the ceiling, and then find that resistance. So pulling your leg in towards you, using your leg to squeeze into the hands. Extend the bottom leg for a little bit more. You can always go nose all the way up if you are super bendy. So last stretch here. So enjoy this. Tomorrow is your optional hours class. If not, you're just going to join us for the finisher. So this is a well-earned stretch before the hardest day of the week, but the most rewarding day of the week. 2 more breaths in and out. And you are done. So you could take a Shavasana, so that's where we extend out. Just stay here for a couple of minutes. You could get up and go. And I will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. If not, just join us for the last 15 or so minutes. Have a good day.